Hi, everybody. My name is Kelly. Um, I'm just going to start some videos on occasion, um, kind of like the random ramblings of Kelly. But I just wanted to share my journey, a spiritual journey that I've been going through for several years now. And I feel like there are a lot of people out there who are going through the same things that just don't know how to either understand it or express it. But I also want to have opportunities to connect with other people like this in a way that I can encourage you not only through my journey and where I'm headed, what I've been through, but also maybe some history on my life and how I got to where I'm at now. Um, I'm nobody special. I'm just the average person who's going through an incredible awakening in this journey right now in my spiritual life. I come from a very spiritual family. Um, Growing up, I went to church. I got several members of my family who are ministers. I at one time was a minister myself. We went to church oftentimes, multiple times during the week. So that background was pretty strong. When I started, probably first challenging that, I probably was in high school, in a sense, in a way that was challenging my belief system, the way I was raised. So what happened? We were asked to do a report, and I did one on Buddhism. I was not raised Buddhist. I was raised Pentecostal, and in the church, and so there's a lot of rules, a lot of don't do this, do this. So I don't know why I was impressed upon to do a report on Buddha and Buddhism. But after I've done the report, I remember feeling and thinking in my teenage mind, why is this bad? What makes this wrong? I didn't understand that. But the way I was raised and the way I was taught from a biblical version or from the religious version of what I was immersed in was you don't question, you don't ask, you just do. So, fast forward through my life, marriage, divorce, children, all those things that come through a life and the experiences that come through. Um, I'm at a point now in my life where some incredible things are happening and changing in me that I'm I'm having so much fun with. And as far as spiritual growth, I feel like I've had more in the last several years than I've had probably my entire lifetime of being a church member, being an active person who sang in the choir or traveled and sang with groups or even preached. Um, my concept on a lot of things, my world view on a lot of things is so different than it used to be. And I don't say that to cause any strife or any struggle or any contention with anybody. That is not what this is for. This is this is my attempt to share a journey about a simple guy going through an incredible experiences that I want somebody else to be encouraged by. That if you're feeling these same things, you're starting to taste things and understand things in a different way, or you're challenging your own belief systems that have been ingrained in your life for so long, maybe decades and decades. But now, well, just an example. There have been people in my recent past here, in the last several years, in work situations where we get to talking just about spiritual things, and I might mention like, oh yeah, one time I used to. It starts out with, where do you go to church? People always ask you, where do you go to church? Because it's kind of like when guys say, so what do you do for a living? Well, it's like, well, I don't go to church. I haven't been to church in probably 9 years now, other than a funeral or something like that. But I remember at those moments when they're asking me, I said, well, I will tell you why if you really want to know. And so I would start expressing how I felt about the religious structure and how that makes me feel, how it made me feel. And I began to be encouraged in a sense that these same people who were asking me, where do you go to church? Were asking me, why did you leave? And come to find out, they were feeling the same types of feelings. There's a lot of dissatisfaction with the way the religious structure is set up anymore. So, and again, I am not here to do anything. I'm not here to battle over theology. I'm not here to be a battle over religious beliefs or spiritual beliefs. I'm here to express an experience that I'm going through and experiences that I continue to go through. So one of the things I thought of 2 or 3 years ago, I made like a 30-minute video. There was so much happening in my life internally. And since then, I've gone through several dark nights of the soul where I had to deal with things in my own self, my growth as a person, as a human, that I had to work through. I had to go through. And but anyway, this video that I did, something was inspired. It's like inspired me to talk about how I viewed my life. I viewed people who are trapped in, to me, like in a religious system. Um, it's like a sandbox that's sitting out on a beach. So in this sandbox, you're confined. You're not able to see outside of the sandbox. You just live in the sandbox. You play with the toys that are in the sandbox. All your experiences are within the confines of that sandbox. You can't see past it. It's all in there. So your jargon, your belief system on how to play with the toys that are in the sandbox, all of that is based on those who are in the sandbox with you, and they're determining the rules. They're deciding what is wrong, what is not wrong, and it could be based on the book that they're holding as well, what they're getting all their information from. Well, what I found is that when you step out of that sandbox and you look at life and you look at your surroundings in a different way and have a different perspective than you do when you're inside of that sandbox. You step out on a beach and you realize that the world is not a sandbox. It is not confined for those four little walls, that your sandbox contains everything you've ever felt and believed. You step outside and you realize there's an ocean. Oh my goodness, you can see water as far as you can see and look. And that water is coming up. You're experiencing the water rushing over your feet. I thought, I've never felt this before. I can't feel that when I'm sitting in a sandbox. And actually, there was times I remember feeling, oh, I just hit cat poop, because I used it as a litter box. But when you're standing there and you're experiencing new things, and it's like the rush of spiritual growth comes over you and comes up, and the sensations are amazing and almost immeasurable. They're so intense. And you look around and you see all the foliage, you see all the trees, you see things, you see birds flying, and you think, the expression of life is so much more grand than what it is when we put ourselves in a reality that is confined by a rigid belief system. To open your mind, to open your heart to new things and new experiences. So I'm just here I'm just going to call this Kel Connects. My name's Kelly, and I'm connecting with my own spiritual growth. I'm connecting with others as well, just to encourage you in that way, that as we go through this experience together, I want to encourage you. I want to be there to help you and to understand I have so much more to share, and I'll do that at another time. But be encouraged. Keep a smile on your face. Keep your heart and your mind open to new things, new thoughts, and know that wherever you're at in your life right now, whether you're a religious, fervored, churchgoer, or whatever. It doesn't matter to me at this point. It does not matter. I want you to know that you're loved, you're beautiful, you're amazing, and nothing currently in your world, whether it's physical, spiritual, emotional, it doesn't matter. You are an amazing being, and you are meant to be here to express the divine of where you're created. Your creator has so much more for you than what you're experiencing right now. And I would encourage you. And well, anyway, I don't know where to go from there. I have so much more I want to share, but as time progresses, I'll express more. I'll share more experiences, because they are amazing, and I'm having so many things, wonderful things happen to me right now that I never thought. I'm a handyman. That's what I do right now. I've done different things. I've been in management and different types of jobs, but my default has been being a handyman. So I become a painter and work on other little things. But so I'm the average guy. I'm not somebody who's had angels visit them when they were 3 years old and had those kind of experiences. And nobody showed up on my at the end of my bed and talking to me. I don't have that. I have other experiences, but it's not those. And these have been more recent within the last, maybe 10 to years or then up to this point now. But I have so many things, so many wonderful things I could share. But if you feel like you want to be encouraged some more, I will continue to put some things out and show some things and express some things. Again, this is not a debate platform. I am not demon possessed. I don't have any of those situations going on. And for those that may want to share those kind of comments on this, feel free. That's okay. You're welcome to do that. But just know that there will be no response from me. I am only here to encourage and to help, and I'm not here to be saved. That is not the intention of this. So your attempts to do that are just going to fall on deaf ears. I know that process. I know what that looks like. So this is not where this is going to be. This is not where this is going to head. This is just going to be here a platform to encourage other people who are going through the same experiences that I'm going through right now. And I apologize for my hand moving around and all that. So at some point I will have a better platform to express some things. So anyway, you guys are amazing. Just keep this up. Keeping and look for people in your life who are like-minded, who have the same things that are going on. It's amazing people that are doing this that are afraid to share because they're so caught up in this. But I love you guys. And again, keep a smile on your face. Keep your heart and your mind open. And I love you. And until then, enjoy the day you're in. Take care. Bye.